reading. In this session, we're going to see about the welding on the basic civil mechanical engineering. So welding, it is a process of joining of both the metals, two metals. So the welding is joining a process of joining of two metals, but two similar metals. Mainly based on the two metals. So here there are two different weldings: heat-based welding and pressure-based welding. So heat-based welding is where the heat will be supplied on the material as well as the electrode itself, such that it melts the parent metal as well as the electrode, and both joints by both joining the materials. So heat-based welding. Pressure-based welding means application of pressure only. There will be no melting of metals, but applying the pressure on both the metals, it will be fixing it, joining it. Now we are again seeing about the shielded metal arc welding. Or the metal arc welding, simply say is a welding itself. So in this welding, this is the electrode, itself, and electrode is coated with the coating material flux, when this is the work part itself. When the work part to be heated and melted and to be joined, means the electrode will be brought near to the work part. Work itself, there will be 2 to 5 millimeters distance between that. So that's that the electricity creates and metal melts and both metal joins there. This electrode, in this electrode, the flux will be overcoated on it, such that it does not allow the atmospheric air to have connection with the motor metal, such that there will be prevents oxidation and blowholes also prevented there. The mainly essential terminology for welding is the alloy, arc, blade, and electrode is there. These are the main essential terminology of the welding itself. And welding components are the electrode holder, filler material, nozzle, penetration, and shielding gas. So the shielding gas is mostly provided as a inert gas or argon or helium gases that would not combine with other elements, keeping the atmospheric contaminants out of the weld pole itself. And electrode holder is a hand clamp which holds the welding tool rod and which contains electricity also. So the filler material is the metal added to the weld pool. A weld can be made without the filler material itself. Thin gauge metal is sometimes welded by the metal melting the two base nozzles, and sometimes nozzle will be attached to that. And here you can see the weld penetration also. When these two parameters has to be joined, means the weld will be penetrated such that it enters till the thickness of the metal itself. And there will be weld face will be there, which will be combining both the metals. On top of the heat will be passed not through the whole metal itself, nearer to the weld metal itself. And this excess metal will be projected on the metal sheet itself, and by machining process you can able to remove it if needed also. And there is a fusion will be provided on the welded metal itself. This is a detailed picture of the welding metal. And now welding process, and there are consumer welding, electrode welding, and non-consumer electrode weldings. Some weldings have consumed of the electrodes, and some of the weldings will not consume of the electrode welding itself. So consumable electrode welding is flux core arc welding and gas metal arc welding, shielded metal arc welding, submerged arc welding. These all the electrodes will be consumed there. And non-consumer electrode slag welding, gas and tungsten arc welding, oxyacetylene welding, plasma arc welding, and stud welding. Here electrodes will not be consumed, but due to the heat and pressure, the parametal and the other metal will be able to join it. This is the advanced type of the metal is known as the shielded metal arc welding itself. And here the electrode will be passed to a higher distance itself, and gas will be produced in the same similarly. For the welding of the metal itself. The current flows through the electrode cable and through the electrode holder also. This is a setup of the shielded metal arc welding itself. So this electrode holder will be holding the electrode itself, which will be connected to the positive, and the other part will be connected to the negative part itself. Here you can see animation of welding it. Once the workpiece has been connected, means you see it has been connected to that. only if the electrode is being, only the negative point is connected to the welding part, and the electrode will be brought nearer to the welding. The welding can be done there with the distance of 1 to 5 millimeters distance. And here you can see welding metal and the cutting section of the welding metal itself. With this, we come to the end of this session. Thank you for it.